Gino's ultimatum stuns Jasmine in brutal 90-day fiancé breakup twist. 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Couple Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo are once again considering divorce, but the Americans' sudden rush to end their marriage has everyone wondering why the quick change of heart. Jasmine and Gino have been in the 90-day fiancé franchise for nearly half a decade and have contemplated breaking up almost every appearance for one reason or another. They were last seen on 90 Day, the last resort, agreeing to an open marriage in an effort to repair their connection. Now on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Jasmine is living apart from Gino, and he seems more prepared than ever to file for divorce. However, the bigger question that viewers and even Jasmine have is why? Jasmine thought he might be ready to date other women while he claimed his marriage had changed more than he anticipated it to. Either way, though, Gino seems to have several potential reasons for wanting this divorce, it seems. 90 Day Fiancé's Gino thinks he was tricked into an open marriage. The biggest issue Gino has comes from his belief that Jasmine tricked him into an open marriage. In Happily Ever After? Season 9, Episode 3, Gino asked Jasmine to meet him so they could talk. While Jasmine thought it was a possibility she'd move back in, Gino showed up with his car packed full of her stuff and accused her of cheating with Matt months before he agreed to the open marriage. Jasmine denied the allegations and stuck to her story that they were friends all along. Gino, however, seemed unwilling to believe her and wanted to keep her at a distance. He claimed he sifted through her phone records and nothing would be able to convince him that she wasn't cheating on him with Matt before he agreed to open their marriage. In his confessional, he revealed, "I had a whole life planned out with Jasmine," he said. "And for things to end this way, I feel like it was a whole waste of time, and it just makes me sick." He asked for a divorce, and while at the time he hadn't followed up with Jasmine, in his confessional he also claimed he would prefer to wait for a recession when the market completely drops, he explained, "because I don't want to share money with Jasmine for free." 90 Day Fiancé's Gino wants to pursue a relationship with Natalie. While Gino might be telling the truth about how he believed he was tricked into an open marriage, there seemed to be potentially another reason for Gino wanting a divorce: Natalie. In 90 Day, the last resort, Gino and Jasmine agreed to an open marriage, but only the Panamanian star had a partner in place, Matt. Gino was allowed to hook up with other women, but it seems like his journey on Happily Ever After is his first time exploring his side of the bargain. With Jasmine out of the house, Gino has been exploring his options with other women and connected with Natalie. He flew to Vegas to meet the Jasmine look-alike and they got along well. However, after meeting each other in person, Gino realized he needed to come clean about his open marriage. Unfortunately, Natalie wasn't happy that Gino lied and she made it clear she didn't want to get in the middle of things. Therefore, she declared Gino needed to tell Jasmine he'd moved on and wanted to officially get divorced. As he stated in his confessional, Gino was in an awkward situation. He wasn't sure if he was ready to end things with Jasmine officially, but the pressure from Natalie was tough to ignore. Overall, Gino's been withholding from Jasmine since almost as soon as they got married. Once Jasmine claimed she wasn't ready to have a child and wanted to slow down that part of their relationship, their dynamic seemed to change. Now with everything that has happened since then, Gino seems to have built up a lot of resentment over the last few years. It's bewildering how quickly he was ready to take the relationship to the next level with Natalie, but he spent over a year stringing Jasmine along and making her jump through hoops for intimacy. It's no wonder they are headed for divorce, but hopefully both of them will find exactly what they need and are looking for throughout the rest of their 90 Day Fiancé journey. Jasmine Pineda's shocking new move leaves fans wondering if there's a 90 Day Fiancé engagement next. 90 Day Fiancé franchise star Jasmine Pineda's recent Instagram posts have caused her followers to grow suspicious about her relationship with Matt Brownies. Jasmine first appeared on the series about 4 years ago when she joined 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 5 with Gino Palazzolo. She always had a jealous and exuberant personality, which only seemed to grow over the seasons. Her taste for the luxurious life also seemed to increase with each appearance, but they quickly reappeared on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, and their relationship was already crumbling. They hadn't been intimate, they were sleeping apart, and it seemed like divorce was imminent. This led to their 90-day, the last resort appearance, where they agreed to an open marriage, with Matt introduced as Jasmine's new partner. By the time they appeared on the tell-all, Jasmine was pregnant and living with Matt. Currently, the storyline between Matt, Jasmine, Gino, and his new love interest Natalie is being played out on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9, but a recent Instagram post may have given fans more insight into the pair's relationship. Jasmine Pineda's Vegas pics with Matt spark ring rumors and throw shade at Gino. In an Instagram carousel Jasmine recently shared, she showcased several posts from a trip to Las Vegas with Matt. The 90 Day Fiancé star's caption was filled with shade towards Gino and his happily ever after storyline with Natalie, as she stated, "No cameras needed to pay for the trip." The caption went on to say that some had to film the whole thing just to afford the flight. What caught fans' attention, though, were the rings visible on her left ring finger. The carousel included clips of Jasmine and Matt dancing in what appeared to be a hotel lobby, walking in a mountain area, and posing at several Vegas locations. In multiple shots, Jasmine wore both a wedding band and an engagement ring, leading fans to speculate about a proposal. They are seen together dancing in what looks like a lobby, walking in the mountain area, and photographed in several areas throughout Vegas. However, in several shots, Jasmine can be seen wearing rings on her left finger, causing her fans to grow suspicious. Fans like Nadazenline simply asked, "Did Matt propose?" while others like Jill Rickert seemed far more excited about the possibility as they exclaimed, "Engagement speculation, missing baby Matilda," and lingering questions about 90-day Gino marriage. Although Jasmine was seen wearing both a wedding and engagement ring, some fans questioned whether the jewelry was even for Matt. It would be unusual for him to give her both rings unless their Vegas trip had been a secret elopement. However, Jasmine still appears to be legally married to Gino. Additionally, there was no baby Matilda to be seen, and it's overall unclear when the photos were actually taken. It's possible Jasmine and Matt went to Vegas before she got pregnant or in the early stages of her pregnancy and when she was still in an open relationship with Gino. Therefore, the rings could be from her marriage to Gino, and Matilda is missing from the photos because she wasn't born yet. Nonetheless, Matt has admitted to having feelings for Jasmine in the current season of 90 Day Fiancé, so it's not unreasonable to believe the duo might have taken their relationship to the next level after the pregnancy. In the end, Jasmine is known for keeping quiet and abiding by her NDA while also stirring up drama and fan interest online, so it's unlikely fans will have a clear answer soon. Regardless, though, Jasmine and Gino have had such a sordid history in the franchise that her connection with Matt might be worth exploring. Happily Ever After? Season 9 is only a few episodes in, and Matt has made it abundantly clear his feelings for Jasmine have grown. It seems like fans are pretty supportive of their connection, as well as GreedyGirl_Nika exclaimed, "OMG. Is that a ring? If so, congrats. You have a great spirit and deserve all the happiness." Either way, though, fans are excited to see Jasmine in a happy and healthy dynamic and are looking forward to what Happily Ever After has in store for all the parties involved. Gino and Jasmine's relationship takes a shocking turn on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda have become reality TV household names after starring on multiple seasons of TLC's 90 Day Fiancé. Gino, a then 52-year-old Michigan native, fell in love with a 35-year-old Panamanian woman named Jasmine online. However, viewers would witness several blowout fights, jealousy issues, and multiple breakups between this married couple. They decided to work on their marriage while appearing on Season 2 of 90 Day, The Last Resort, only to end up in an open marriage, which Jasmine wanted since Gino refused to be intimate with her. Now, appearing on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9, the couple are living apart and must make a decision about how to move forward with their lives, Whether it be as a couple or as single people, Gino makes a tough decision about his marriage to Jasmine on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Jasmine is shocked by what Gino tells her regarding their marriage. Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda are back on our television screens for the 9th season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. However, it's been far from a happy ending for these two, as the new season sees them living apart in Michigan and conflicted over how to handle their marriage fallout. Fans will recall that Jasmine wanted an open marriage with Gino, who was hesitant at first. However, he later, unwillingly, agreed to the concept, in which Jasmine could be intimate with someone while having safe sex. He believed that allowing Jasmine to be intimate with someone else after he had refused would some way help them find the missing spark in their relationship. Jasmine also already had a suitor in mind, a man named Matt Branisterianu, who she met at her local gym. In episode 3, Gino agrees to meet Jasmine at a local park. The couple have not lived together for 4 months and have barely spoken to each other, with viewers learning in the previous episode that Jasmine had to email Gino to contact him if he responds. When Gino opens his trunk, we see Jasmine's clothes and a coffee maker that he wants to give back to her. When she sees all of her things, she knows that it's not a good sign. It feels like a bad omen. I mean, Gino, his tone of voice, my clothes in the trunk, it doesn't look like a person that is trying to take me back. At all, she shares. With emotions running high, Gino tells Jasmine that she broke the rules of their open marriage concept. The big problem that I have is that I recently found out that you were cheating on me with him, Matt, for months before I agreed to an open marriage, he tells her, adding that he looked at her phone records. After a back and forth, Gino asks Jasmine for a divorce. I'm done, he tells her. She really me over bad, and I have the proof, he says in a confessional. After giving all her stuff back, they say their last goodbyes and Gino leaves. Jasmine shares with the cameras, since he kicked me out of the house, he never mentioned the word divorce. Now he went OT Vegas, came back, and all of a sudden he wants to get a divorce. This woman put ideas in his mind. Did she demand him to divorce me? Jasmine admitted it was traumatizing watching Gino ask for a divorce. Jasmine watched the lastest episode. Before Jasmine met Gino at the park, she shared that she would be happy if he took her back and the two would resume their lives together. I have missed him so badly, and I don't know. I might sleep in my house tonight with my husband. And everything is going to go back to us, when we were in the beginning when we got married, she shared. Jasmine appeared to be blindsided when he asked for a divorce. In fact, on July 21st, after the episode aired, Jasmine shared in an Instagram post that it was traumatizing watching the episode back, which was filmed last year. I cried so much after watching last night's episode, she began. Seeing it all play out brought back every feeling, the fear, the humiliation, the heartbreak. To lose everything overnight, to be homeless, to be called a liar and a cheater when all I ever gave was love, and then to be abandoned by the one person who promised to protect me that broke something inside me. I can't explain the pain of being left alone in the darkest moment of your life, with everyone watching and judging. It was traumatizing. It changed me forever. But here I am. I survived. I picked up the pieces when no one thought I could, and I've learned that even in the deepest pain, there is strength. Even in betrayal, there is growth. My story didn't end there, it started a new chapter. And I promise myself, I'll never let that broken version of me define who I am becoming. Jasmine also clarified that their conversation at the park happened way before she had her daughter. As fans will recall, during the 90-day, the last resort reunion, Jasmine shocked her castmates with her pregnancy. It was revealed that she and Matt were going to have a baby. They welcomed their daughter, Matilda, in March. Gino's new love interest gave him an ultimatum. Will Gino actually move forward with the divorce to be with Natalie? In the new season, Gino introduces viewers to a new woman in his life named Natalie, who lives in Las Vegas. He flies to Sin City to meet her, and they have a great time together, as she shows him around her neighborhood, including getting drinks at an ice bar where they share a kiss. However, Gino had not been upfront about his open marriage concept with Jasmine, and when he did tell Natalie about it, she was shocked and confused about why he had not proceeded with a divorce since he is no longer with her. In fact, she gave Gino an ultimatum after believing she was being used as a pawn against Jasmine. "If you want to see me again, I just need you to get closure, and I need Jasmine to get closure." "I think that's morally correct," she told him. "It's very important that you don't give her an opening, or she doesn't feel she has an opening," she shared. Natalie added, "I need Jasmine to know that you moved on, and that there's just no way she's coming back, if that's unclear to her right now." It looks like Gino took Natalie's advice by moving forward with a divorce. He seemed much happier with Natalie, and it was clear that she was interested in him, too.